Your Honor, this is the prosecutor.
Hi, sir.
All right, we do have an update on Ms. Parham. I have it in my hands. I'm going to take it to Mr. Sanford. It's a dismissal for valid documentation.
Excellent. Thank you. And what's your name
And
again?
Nikela Parham.
Okay.
Did I say that right, Ms. Parham?
Yes, it's Nikela, but that's fine.
I'm sorry,
Nikela. Okay,
Nikela.
stand by, Ms. Parham. We have one case ahead of you. We're going to call that one also in just a moment.
That's
right.
Ms. Tolliver, right, Your Honor?
Yes.
I think I know what's going to happen with that.
Okay, that's fine. We're going to call it. Hang on.
All right, good.
On the record, this is case number SP12034071, People State, Michigan versus Shanae Noel Tolliver, daytime separate trial. Officer Smith, officer having failed to appear as of 10:17 a.m. Hang on. As of 10. Okay, officer, this matter is dismissed for officer having failed to appear. Now, ma'am, it is dismissed without prejudice. Without prejudice is a legal term that we use. That means that as of today, it is dismissed. However, if the officer decides that at some point in the future, he or she wishes to pursue the case or reissue the ticket, that could happen. It's not to say it will, but we always give people a heads up in case you see new activity related to the ticket if it was ever reissued. The other thing that we do want to share with you before we let you go for the day is our pop-up screen. You might have seen this already, but we're going to bring it up again because we want to highlight a little something different on it. Drawing your attention toward the bottom of the screen at the last three lines at the bottom of the screen, starting with the section highlighted in green at 36districtcourt.org. That's the court's website. You can go there and set up an account for yourself. So, excuse me, you can use that as a research tool. So if you ever need to look up anything about what we covered today, you need to contact the court, the Secretary of State, the insurance company, or anybody else about what we covered. You have that available as a resource. And then finally, the last line at the bottom of the screen is michigan.gov/SOS. That's the Secretary of State's website. You can go there and set up an account for yourself so that you can look at your overall driving record, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, that concludes your matter for today. Do you have any questions about what we covered today?
No, ma'am, thank you.
Okay, very good. Good luck. Be safe out there, okay? Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, thank you. Hi, Ms. Parham, stand by. We're going to call your case in just a moment for that dismissal. Okay, we're on the record. This is case number SP127-26201, ticket SP127-26051 and 2. USA Michigan versus Nikela? Nikela Parham. Today's same time set for trial and hearing. Let the record reflect that prior to our going on the record, Mr. Morgan with the city contacted the courts to let the court know that he's satisfied with paperwork that has been presented. So the court is going to dismiss this matter. So Ms. Parham, that concludes your matter for today. And same thing as what we did earlier. We're going to bring up our share screen to just share with you some additional information going forward in case you ever need to look up anything about what we covered today.
Okay, sounds good. I have one question.
Go ahead, ma'am.
I did get an insurance ticket. Is there like a fee or something that I have to pay even though it is dismissed?
Well, here's the thing. If you ended up getting insurance and it is dismissal, there's usually a $25 is a court cost. It's not a fine or a fee. Basically, it's a court cost because if, for example, the ticket was issued for no proof of insurance, usually it's dismissed upon payment of the $25 court cost. Okay, so it's a court cost, and actually that's a good segue into what we're going to be showing you right now because we're going to share with you the different methods to get that $25 paid. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if you want to grab a screenshot or make notes, this is a great time to do so we can walk through the information.
Okay.
Starting with the middle of the screen and working our way down, you have multiple options. You can go to the court's website at 36districtcourt.org and you can pay online. You can also go to any DivDad kiosk or the DivDad app that you can download to your mobile device and pay using the app, or you can pay in person at the cashier's window at the courthouse. And then finally, the last three lines at the bottom of the screen are some information that we want to leave you with. Excuse me. Starting with this, the court's website again at 36districtcourt.org. You can also use it as a research tool. So if you ever need to look up anything, or if you need to go to contact the court, the Secretary of State, the insurance company, or anybody else about what we covered today, you have that available as a resource going forward. And then finally, the last line at the bottom of the screen is michigan.gov/SOS. That's the Secretary of State's website. You can go there and set up an account for yourself so that you can look at your overall driving record. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, that concludes your matter for today. Do you have any questions about what we covered today?
Thank you so much, Your Honor, and you have a wonderful weekend.
You too. Take care. Be safe out there, okay?
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you, man. Bye. Okay. Mr. Sheena, did you and Mr. Morgan have an opportunity to talk, or what are we doing with your case today?
We did have that opportunity, Your Honor. We have reached a resolution, and I believe we're ready to call it.
Okay, great. I think Mr. Morgan, he might be between his camera and the courtroom. I think he was returning some files. So
Okay.
I will get an update from him. He's usually good about sending something, so I'll see if he sent anything.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Not seeing anything yet. Okay, not seeing anything just yet, so sit tight, and as soon as we receive that, we can get that on the record.
Thank you again.
Thank you. Hi, Officer O'Driscoll, what do we have, ma'am? I appreciate you
No problem.
helping out.
I spoke with the defendant. It just seems that there's a lot of miscommunication on behalf of the defendant. He provided me with new contact information, appears to be willing to continue with his probation.
Okay, so what's your position? Is it something where we can go on the record and just continue?
Yes, we can just go on the record and just continue his probation. It's probably going to have to be extended. Because this violation was filed in March. And it's now that he was sentenced on November 1st of 2021 for 9 months.
Okay. And do you think it's just a matter of extended so that you can continue to monitor, or is there something in particular that you're looking for in terms of documentation or anything? I'm just trying to assess, what, if anything, we're going to be doing with it.
Yeah, he needs to, in order to come into compliance, he hasn't completed any of his required classes. He hadn't been drug testing, and he hadn't been contacting the probation department. So he needs to come into compliance. So I would recommend extending it actually until November.
Okay, that's fine. Tell you what, we can call it into the room. Hey, hi, Mr. Townsend. This is the court speaking. We have you in the main session. Can you hear us, sir?
Yes, I can.
Okay, stand by. We're going to call your case. Stand by, sir. Okay, we are on the record. This is Z-Ticket 808-124 versus Kevin Townsend. This is date and time set for violation of probation. Miss Officer O'Driscoll, could you give us your name for the record, please?
Jennifer O'Driscoll on behalf of the probation department.
Okay, and Mr. Townsend, could you state your name for the record, sir?
Kevin Townsend.
Okay, here's what we're going to do, sir. It appears that there were some items, today is the date and time set for violation of probation. Do you admit that you were in violation of probation?
Yes.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. Officer O'Driscoll was indicating that she wants to extend your probation. So we're going to find out how long that's going to be, but mainly it's so that you're in compliance. So if you need to go to meetings, things that you need to do, and just make sure that you're in contact with probation, you need to follow through with that, because it sounds like otherwise you're in a good position, to get discharged, but you need to kind of basically show information to probation and stay in contact with them. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and it sounds like you had a good conversation with probation officer O'Driscoll, and that you guys have been able to exchange contact information, correct?
Yes.
So that you're in a position to stay in touch with probation, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay, stand by. Officer O'Driscoll, approximately how long is your department recommending for this case?
I'd actually recommend extend it to 120 days from today. So that would be.
Okay, so we adjourn this review.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to extend probation 120 days. And what's it going to be, about 4 months?
That's 4 months.
Stand by. So August. Okay, so if my math is right, that puts us into December 22nd. Are we looking at that correctly?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure that there aren't any issues with us running into holidays or anything like that. Mr. Sanford, are we setting dates for August 22nd? I mean, excuse me, December 22nd?
Yes, we are. I think that's the
Okay.
last thing before.
Okay, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. So it's a good to know. What we're going to do is adjourn this 120 days. We're going to extend probation out to December 22nd. December 22nd. So Mr. Townsend, please make a note of December 22nd. That will be your return date to the Zoom courtroom 437. In the meantime, please keep in touch with probation officer O'Driscoll. Make
I
sure
will.
that Officer O'Driscoll always has updated contact information for you, whether it's an email address, telephone number, or mailing address, okay?
Okay.
And make sure that you keep up with all of your appointments and everything that she needs you to do. So she'll walk you through and make sure that you're in contact with everything you need to be doing, okay?
Yes, I will.
Okay, so for us, we'll see you back on December 22nd. It will be by Zoom. Your probation is extended till December 22nd. So please follow through because we want to try to get you squared away with this, okay?
Well, thank you so much.
Okay, very good. Officer O'Driscoll, anything further?
Nothing further from probation. Thank you,
Thank
Your
you
Honor.
so much. We appreciate you joining us. Okay, Mr. Townsend, you're all set, sir. We're going to disconnect you now, okay?
Thank you. You guys have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Take care. Be safe, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Officer O'Driscoll. We
Thank you.
appreciate you.
You have a good
Hi,
day, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Bachman. All right, thank you. Hi, Mr.
Sorry for the trouble,
Bachman.
Your Honor.
That's okay. We were able to take care of a few things. So what
Okay.
I'm going to do is make you co-host again.
Thank you.
So
I
you
only
can
had
get
two more to talk to, and then everybody's ready.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. I'm going to step away in the meantime. And, do we have Mr. Morgan back yet? Do we have an update for the Tabla case? Okay, he hasn't sent anything yet. Okay, hang on, Attorney. It shouldn't be too much longer. Usually Mr. Morgan is good about sending us an update. So I'm thinking he's returning files or he's in the process of sending it because usually he sends it by email.
Not a problem. Thank you.
All right, stand by. Of course, send some brief recess.
Mr. Sanford, this is the prosecutor. I was wondering if I can get an SOS for Devin Person, if that's possible.
Mr. Morgan, before we
Yes,
lose
ma'am.
you, do we have an update for the Sheen, on Mr. Sheena's case, please?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I took that into the courtroom. That is going to be a limited access 1 to 5 and dismissal of the insurance.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much, sir. That's
Yep.
what I was waiting for.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought that was called.
No. I was waiting to get, because typically, I mean, you're usually sending something, so I just wanted to make sure we got an update. So.
Yes,
Okay, we'll
yes.
call that. That's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Sheena, stand by, sir. We're going to call in just a moment.
Bye.
Stand by, counsel. We're going to go on the record with your case.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Okay, we're on the record. This is case number SP 128-30571 and 2 people in Michigan versus Hader Tabla. This is date time set for formal hearing. Counsel, your appearance and P number, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Gregory Sheena, P74815. On behalf of the respondent, I request you waive his presence, as I do have authority to enter a plea on his behalf.
Okay, very good. Court will waive your client's presence and date and time set for a formal hearing on this matter. The court's understanding that the parties have come to a resolution. Mr. Morgan, prior to our calling the case, indicated that your office is prepared to accept an amended offer of limited access 1 to 5 over, and the insurance is dismissed. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Good. And you have authorization to accept that on behalf of your client. Is that correct?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Court will accept that admission of responsibility, and count 2, the insurance is dismissed pursuant to that admission. The fine is $125. Is your client able to pay that? Oh, I don't have any date. Hang on. Give me-
Your Honor, 2 weeks is more than enough time.
Very good. Stand by. We'll set that for 2 weeks. 2 weeks then will be, I've got September 3rd. September 3rd. And do you need to see that information to pass on to your client regarding the?
Nope, we have it, Your Honor.
You have it? Okay, very good.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you. Appreciate your patience. Anything further, counsel?
Nothing further. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Be safe, sir. Okay, got it. Okay, Ms. Davis, do we know who this is on the Motorola G Stylus? Hi, ma'am, your name? Okay, you need to connect your audio. Stand by.
I think she's been trying on wanting to connect. I don't think she ever did.
Yes.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. Good
What's your
morning.
name,
Hello,
please?
Brittany Thomas.
What's your name, please?
Brittany Thomas. BRITNEY.
All right, Miss Thomas, you was in room 12.
Yes.
You were in room 12, is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, hold on. Miss Thomas, were you asked to come out the room or did you just get disconnected?
I was disconnected.
Okay, 1 second. You should have the prompt to go back.